Hello. Yeah. This is not a voiceover. It's a direct video. Today we're going to touch function parameters, right? So function parameters, they are variables declared in a function's definition to receive input value when the function is called. That's the only thing I can give as definition. Or I can say function parameters are just normal functions, but in the parentheses that follow the function name, there is variable there. We don't touch there. So here our code. As you know, we have studied header files, right? Every time we'll introduce a new topic, I will help you to get comfortable with the role of header files in your code, right? So you won't be forgetting how to write them and when to write them, right? So let me show you about function parameters. Here in our util.h, this is our header file, right? I'll write a small function to apply damage to maybe ourselves or our enemy. So this is our function. As you know, we have like an int enemy health, we have an int damage, and a bool is enemy alive. In our header file, we declare the function. So let's go in the C++ file to implement it. So after implementing our function, let me explain it. So here we have a void, so implementation of our apply damage in our C++ file, which is a void apply damage, which will take enemy health as a parameter, which is an int damage, and then is enemy alive to check if the enemy is still alive, right? So here, let me explain this small function. The function apply damage will take three parameters: enemy health, damage, and is enemy alive. Every time you call the function, we will reduce damage to our enemy health. So when whatever you did right here, if it's 100, 200, it will always be reduced to our enemy health. Is enemy alive? We always depend on if the enemy health is greater than 0. If it's less than 0, it's gonna be false. If it's greater than 0, it's always be true. That's the small line here. And then we're gonna print our console. Enemy takes damage, and health is now enemy health. And then we write this small line here to replace std end line or end l, right? So that's all. And then let's call our function in our C++, okay? So here in our source.c++, we will call that small function apply damage, which will take the enemy health. Let me write this well. So it will take int enemy health, which will be 20, damage, which will be 15, and then bool is enemy alive, which will be true. Then we call the function and we print if the enemy is still alive. We can run our code here. And as you can see, we apply the damage in our small function. So enemy takes 15 damage, health is now 5. Enemy alive 1, which is true. By the way, we can write true or 1. 1 is true, 0 is false. So that's all for function parameters. And yeah, see you for the next video. Like, subscribe, and follow. Bye.